Hello YouTube, I'm here from Blue Noodle Studios and welcome to episode 3 of my Beginner's Premiere Pro tutorial series. Now in today's video I'm going to be teaching you all about workspaces. So how to move the panels around, how to create new workspaces, delete them, reset them, and all sorts of awesome stuff. So first I want to explain what all of the different elements are. Now what a workspace is it changes the layout of your program. So if we come into workspace here in the top right, you can see it's currently on editing, and then we have all of these different workspaces. So I've added these to myself, but I'm pretty sure that definitely these top four all come with the program. So if we come into the audio workspace, and you can see that everything's changed. This has gotten bigger, we've gotten rid of some windows, gotten in some new windows, and so we can do all sorts of things for color correction, and so really you can actually optimize your workspace for different stages of the production process. So if we come back into editing, we're back in the normal kind of layout. Now what I want to show you is what the different kind of panels and frames are. Now this here is a single panel. So if we right click on that, it'll say undock panel and undock frame. The difference between a panel and a frame is that a panel is just one thing and the frame is the whole area. So if we come into here, in this bit here, media browser is a panel, but all of these together are a frame. So if we go undock panel, or if we go close panel, it'll close media browser but not everything. Whereas if we come up to this same menu on the top right and we go close frame, it'll close that all and then the next one will expand. So you never have empty space, it always automatically expands. So that's the difference between panels and frames. You also saw a little option there called undock. So if we come back up here, you can either go to this icon in the top right, or you can just right hand click on the panel or frame you want to change. Now if we go undock panel, and this opens up as a separate window. So this is handy, for instance, if you have an external screen that you want to use, you can drag this onto that other screen, or you can just move this around as its own little window. So you can do all sorts of things with this option. And you can also undock the whole frame. So if we come to undock frame, then you get all of these windows undocked. Okay, so, and then what we want to do is there isn't a dock button, but what we want to do is just drag it into a space where we want it. So we could put it, if we wanted to put it, say, in here, or actually, no, we need to drag it by this little bit here, not by the window. So then if you want to bring it into here, bring it into the top, then that's what we can do, and then we can have all of these options here and have a nice big preview like this. So now I've shown you how to kind of move things around a bit, but what you can also do is drag things to resize them. So if we come to a border between two different windows, then we can drag this and we can resize the different areas. There are also other things you can do. For example, in here we've got all these little lines, we can make them bigger. So for instance, if we open this up, if we're looking at all the data, if we want the label to be smaller so we can see more, then we can close this up, but then you won't be able to see all of it. So we'll just drag this back, and then also you can just drag things around without having to undock them or do too much. We could even choose to put this down in the side. So there we have the source over here. And then I invite you guys to fiddle around with this and do whatever you want. And then what you can do is come up to Workspace and press Reset Current Workspace. Say, oh, oops. Okay, and then you need to just say yes rather than no. And then it will just reset to the default and how it was. So there's nothing wrong with having a play around, just do whatever you want. Now if you want to change, for instance, if you wanted to have some new windows in here which aren't currently here, what you can do is come up to window, and then all of these windows are here, and then all you need to do is click on one to make it pop up for you. So for instance, if you want to see your history, then it's already open, but it just switches to it. If you have something which isn't ticked, like effects, then you can also open that. And there might be some things which aren't in your current workspace, like I don't think that title properties is. So, or title styles even. So if we open this up, then this can come up, and then we can drag it by here. Hold on just a second, into here, and then we can have it as part of one of our inner workspaces. So that's a very handy style or way to do things. Okay, so now I've shown you how to move things around and how to do quite a few things for editing your workspaces, but I haven't really shown you how to save your workspaces or delete them. So as you know, I have said that you just need to reset your current workspace. What I'm going to do is just fiddle around with a few things, try to create a random workspace, and then I'll be able to show you how to save a new one. So what I'm actually going to do is delete this. I'm going to pretend that I'm doing one where I'm searching through the clips, so I don't really need too much, and I'm searching through the clips and adding them. Okay, so we're going to have the timeline nice and big here, then we'll also get rid of this audio panel, and then we have our source panel here. We might actually get rid of effect controls and get rid of metadata so this isn't as cluttered up. We will keep audio there. And we'll drag this over and we'll have our clips and we'll have our nice information here. We'll close off Resource Central. Just wait for this to happen. My iMac's a little slow today. I will drag the timeline down so that we can get more of our source. So for instance, if I come into this clip will load up and then we can scrub through here and drag them into our timeline. So this is quite a nice layout just for this sort of thing. So then I'm going to go into Workspace and I'm going to press New Workspace. So then I'm going to name it. I might call it clip choosing, and then press OK. And now I'll be in this workspace. So then I can go back into editing, press Reset Current Workspace. And now I've done everything I need to do to be able to create a new workspace, and I can switch between them now. So I can go back into my clip choosing. And here we are. So I hope that you've enjoyed this video. I hope that you learned a lot from it, all about how to drag things around, add new windows, close windows, create workspaces. Oh, and also just quickly to delete them, all you need to do is press delete workspace and then you just choose which one. So I might try to delete, you can't delete the one that's active though, just so you know. And then I could come into, if I didn't want the color correction one, then I could press OK and it would be deleted. But of course I don't want to delete it. So yep, I've showed you everything now. Thanks very much for watching. Please subscribe, comment and like. Helps me out more than you can imagine, and I'll see you later.